at our favorite place, Moab, Utah, to find out what's better off-road. Is it an SUV or a truck?
Let's be real about this. They're really different vehicles, and we know that, but here's the cool part. We took two platforms that were already great, and we added to them. And that's the fun part, because we're gonna be in fins and things, and we're gonna be off-roading with both vehicles, and we're gonna tell you the differences between the two.
That's right, we have the Toyota Land Cruiser TFL Pro, or also TRD Pro, and of course the Ram Rebel Rouser. Let's do it. We have several obstacles on this trail to figure out how these two perform. First, there's kind of a ditch crossing to test the approach and departure angle. Then we also have the steps or the frame bender on the descent. Then there's One Tree Hill to test the climbing ability and traction. And of course there's several chin and butt scratchers to figure out exactly how good these are. Now Nathan, let me show you how it's done, okay?
Yeah, I'm looking for the scraping sound because of your breakover angle. Sucks!
Actually, he's not wrong. The wheelbase on this crew cab 2019 Ram Rebel is 144.5 inches, which makes it about as long as a limousine. Okay, this is not the best approach. Okay, I might scrape a little. Ooh, I'm scraping something. Good. Hey Nathan, I just did a slight scratch on my rear hitch.
And that's it.
Sorry to hear that, son. Let me show you how it's done. It's the first time Roman's actually let me take this off-road, which is why he's not here. He's somewhere else pretending that I'm not doing this. Here we go. Light scraping, nothing big. I barely heard that.
What happened?
Nothing, I mean, I heard this little and I think it was probably the mud flaps.
Okay. So no breakover problems, no approach?
Oh, no breakover problems at all. Because I'm what, 112 inches?
So you got 99 problems, but breakover ain't one?
No, I don't have 99 problems. I have the smoothest ride in the entire desert.
The Lexus GX is actually becoming a very popular off-roader overlander. Check it out. This is the second obstacle. We call it the frame bender. Well, partially because on this ledge coming down, you may hit your frame, and it's really a test of ground clearance. Let's see how these two perform. I don't have rock rails on this truck, and I do have some side steps, but I cannot rely on them. These are basically a 35-inch tall Toyo Open Country AT2s. I've got the steel Mopar wheels. I've got an off-road style running board. Of course, we also have a 2-inch leveling kit lift on the front, Falcon shocks, and all of that together combines for a mighty capable pickup truck. This is kind of a clinchy moment. Okay, here I am. And I've got hill descent control, although I'm not really using it right now because I'm just creeping. I really have really good traction still. Woo! My rear tire's in the air. I'm twisting, I'm bending. I'm doing okay. And then finally, I did it. Hey Nathan.
I'm gonna use my hill descent control because I got it.
I got a whole bunch of these types of controls, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use my foot because I'm a man.
Yeah, but you do have your fancy crawl control system from 2008. My hill descent control system allows me to go between about 0.6 miles an hour to almost to 5 miles an hour. I do want to just crawl very gently. I do not have crawl control, like a true crawl control that the latest Raptor has. So maybe Ram will introduce a system kind of like that soon.
And downhill. Good brakes. Good brakes. Let's talk about additions. Let's talk about what makes this thing a little bit more beefy than your standard Land Cruiser. How about Metaltech giving us rock rails? How about the fact that we have these BBS forged wheels, these TRD style wheels, which look pretty cool. And of course, BFGs, KO2s, baby. Really good. I think the most important part of a vehicle like this is the fact that it has good rubber. And also, of course, an old man emu lift. Rear wheel is off the ground. And it's back on the ground. No problem. Hang down the hill. Might scrape a little. Really didn't scrape. This thing is so damn comfortable. Easy peasy. Nice and cheesy. Hell yeah!
Next up is One Tree Hill. It's a very difficult slick rock section, which is kind of sideways and up. It's testing the traction of the system. And I might use my locker in this case to get me the best possible traction. It's very simple to engage the rear locker. There's a button. I can actually engage it and know it's working because the system is telling me. Normally in a sideways situation, you may not need or want to use a rear locker because both tires are basically spinning at the same rate and you might actually slide a little bit sideways. But in this case, there's a lot of kind of a slick rock situation, so I want to keep momentum and I also want to kind of not hit the tree. Right here I've got 5.7 liters of good old Hemi V8 goodness, and the factory rating on this beast is 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque, and this engine has made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And we've got a couple of Mopar goodies here. We've got performance air intake, no snorkel though, and of course a performance exhaust system that makes that Land Cruiser sound like a little baby truck.
No snorkel means you suck!
I did it! Good traction. Yes!
So, we're gonna go up and I'm gonna lock the center diff. This part's interesting because there's loose sand, dry sand, on top of slick rock, and that's the challenge. That and also a little bit of articulation. But, you know, there's two ways of handling it, going really slow or, as I like to go, a little bit faster than slow. This is a 381 horsepower engine that puts out 401 pound-feet of torque. It's a 5.7 liter V8. It's a Toyota V8. It's just not quite powerful enough to really move this thing with any serious authority, but there's enough power to make this thing work just fine off-road. And here's the best part. There's a snorkel. That's right, this box actually goes to the snorkel. And that easily adds 30, 40 horsepower imaginary. And it's hooked up to a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's 4-wheel drive system, but unlike the Ram, it doesn't have a locking rear diff, which is a bummer. However, it's a Land Cruiser. Ain't nothing here gonna be a problem. Tires, yeah. Actually, I've had to look for some grip there. That's what I'm talking about.
What was that? I heard some tire spin.
No, what, you know what you heard?
What?
Nothing. You heard nothing.
Actually, it was pretty impressive because I saw you kind of articulate over that.
Uh-huh.
And the machine, it looked like it found itself. It was learning and found traction.
It searched its soul and it found something.
Ruben likes to call this obstacle the butt clencher, and there's one simple reason. It's about a 29 to 30 degree downslope, and when you approach it you see nothing but sky and then you see nothing but dirt. Ouch. I'm gonna come down the clencher part, and I'm gonna use kind of my foot as a brake and just hope that everything works out. Okay, now I'm coming down. I don't like this. Okay, so I can see the dirt now, so which is good. And I'm going slowly, and I'm hoping my Toyo open countries are actually gripping and letting me come down slowly. I don't want to change momentum. Ah, dirt! I can see only dirt. Okay, didn't scrape the front. Didn't scrape the rear. I've cleared it. I cleared it.
Ah, all right. You didn't have any problems. I don't think you scraped. There we go. Really glad the brakes are strong, because I'm not using hill descent control. I'm using Nathan descent control, which in my book is better. Except for that, a little bit of skidding, a lot more skidding. Okay, no problem with the chin. Now here's the tush. Here's the tush. That's how you are on OG off-road. That's how it works.
Ooh, nice. The breakover angle was really good. Well, not good, but I didn't touch. But the rear hitch might. Ooh, just a little tink. A little tink is not bad. All right, the bigger butt scratcher is coming.
There we go. Mud flaps. That's all. Just damn mud flaps. Nothing else. No problems.
All right, guys, this is our final obstacle, the chin and butt scratcher. Here's the first one, and you see a lot of scratching that somebody else did already. And then if I don't break my feet and my legs, I can come down to the biggest obstacle here. And really the issue here is the steepness of it, and it goes directly into the sand. There's no other way to do this. There is no other way out, so gotta go. The first one is tough, but not super tough. The second one will be the kind of a damaging one. So this one is still okay. Then I turn. Ooh, I'm touching something. Oh.
Down goes Frazier. Yeah, he scraped. This time he really did.
I already scraped something. Maybe my exhaust. Okay, coming down the major butt scratcher now. There's no other way down but this. And hopefully the soft sand will catch me. And it was really, I mean, the lift on this truck is helping me a little bit, but the gigantic limousine size is not doing me any favors. So I'm really just at the mercy of this rock. That was a major scrape, guys.
All right, down we go. Easy, no problem, down to here. Probably gonna lose a little bit of traction here. Andre did. And this is right about where it's gonna happen. Oh. Yeah, a little bit of traction loss, not much. No problem in the front, and pretty much no problem in the back.
Okay, I mounted you. I mean, the camera is mounted.
No, I feel a little violated. It's okay. Okay. And down we go.
Ooh, what's gonna happen in the front? Is he touching?
No, I'm not. Not a whole lot of nada. There's some minor scraping. Right now, somewhere in Boulder, a follicle of Roman's hair has fallen out. Andre's scrape is this fresh one. From here, all the way up there.
All right, at the end of the trail, a couple of minor scrapes. I scraped the bottom of my hitch, which I expected to do. What I did not expect or want is to once again bend the exhaust pipe here. It's a pretty easy fix. If I wanted to fix it, I would just undo this bolt and lower it down and make it ideal.
We don't have time.
All right, Nathan, what happened to you?
Look, guys, plastic is not meant for off-roading. Yeah. So, this got a little scraped, and it took off a little bit of the wrap, and maybe a little plastic, and then it popped off altogether. And some really nice guys on motorcycles found it down the trail and brought it to us, which was awesome. And I just looked underneath, and there's a little tiny mark on the bottom of the exhaust way over here, which I didn't notice before. But all in all, I would say less damage than Andre's, which is a good thing. And I was way more comfortable, and that's important.
The truck wins, of course, because it's more utilitarian, it's larger, it's bigger, it's burlier.
No, you're wrong, actually. I was more comfortable. I had a really good time, and I got to hear you scrape and complain, and I saw your white knuckles and your big Russian eyeballs pop out. That was awesome, it was worth it. Here's the best part. We both had a really good time going off-road in vehicles that were realistically upgraded, right? I mean, nothing crazy.
Right.
Pins and things wasn't a problem. Just a couple minor scrapes, right?
Yeah, so I would say if you want to go comfortably off-road and make all the tight turns and trails, maybe the Land Cruiser is the better one.
Oh yeah!
But if you want to run down the trail at higher speed, gotta be the truck.
I gotta admit yours sounds better. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. We had a blast.
And go back to TFL Car and TFLTruck.com for more news, views, and
real-world off-road reviews.